Hi everyone. Apologies for the air conditioner noise, but it's a warm day again here in Ontario, Canada. So today I wanted to talk about what I feel is a very underrated rock band, Humble Pie. The first album I heard of theirs was Rockin' the Fillmore, their live album from 1971 that one of my older brothers had bought. And then I bought Smokin', yes, with my own money. And I was a huge fan of Humble Pie. And then my older brother bought Eat It. I didn't have the money. I was like 58, 68, 71, 72. Yeah, about 13, 14 years old. He bought Eat It, the double album. And so I didn't really listen to that one too much. And then I bought Thunderbox, and that was disappointing, and then I kind of gave up on them. And then I also bought their earlier albums, which I'm going to show you. I also wanted to mention, as I mention quite often, I have probably over 25 of these on-track books now, every album, every song, and the latest one I bought is for Humble Pie by Robert Day Webb. And it goes through their whole discography and live albums. And pictures inside. And this is excellent. He does a great job. Maybe my only negative is for some of their later albums that aren't quite as good, and some I haven't even actually heard, but I've heard that they're not very good. He's always pretty positive about all of the songs, which is fine. Sparks have one of these books coming out in December, and if I had written, this book for Sparks, it would all be positive too. So, but he goes into very good detail of each album and every song. So if you're a fan of Humble Pie, I highly recommend this book. So Humble Pie, they never liked to be called supergroup, even though they kind of were. Steve Meroweth from The Small Faces, and Greg Ridley from Spooky Tooth, Peter Frampton from The Herd, which were a pretty popular pop rock band in the UK, and Jerry Shirley, I forget where he came from, but it's all in this book, the history of them. Okay, so Jerry Shirley, the drummer, was in a Who Small Faces influenced band called Little People. And he became friends with Steve through that. So in 1969, their first album, As Safe as Yesterday, came out. It's a very good album. I like it. I don't play it as much as their later albums, but it is a very good album. Nice booklet. And if you enjoy these kind of videos, it really does help my channel if you leave a comment. Even if you just say, good video, Larry, or bad video. And the single Natural Born Boogie, which wasn't on this album, it was a single, it's included as a bonus track. And then their second album, Town and Country. There's Greg Ridley, the bassist, and Peter Frampton. Very, very nice cover. Kind of suits the music with them. once again, a very nice booklet. There's the songs. And yeah, both of their first two albums are really good. A bit more acoustic based. Nice label too. Although the only thing is, like, on the original vinyl, were the other two band members on the backside? I don't know. I've never had it on vinyl. Maybe somebody can let me know. And then last December, I had the Smokin' CD and Rockin' the Fillmore on CD, but they're probably two of the oldest CDs I had from, I don't know, whenever CDs started coming out in the late 80s, I guess, mid 80s. And then last December, it was on vinyl before, and then last December on CD, remastered. All of their albums on A&M Records, including Smokin' and Rockin' the Fillmore. And they sound great. And comes with a nice little booklet. The only thing, something like this, kind of nitpicking, I guess, but it's really difficult to read. You think they would just have, larger photos of something, or... There's the band. Lots of text to read. There they are eating some humble pie. Yeah, lots more text. A small photo there. Then it talks about each of the albums. And that's the other thing about this box set I'm going to go on about, is it's kind of disappointing that they don't have them as the individual original albums. They're in these instead. And if you want to pause, you'll see what it all includes. Yeah, so it doesn't have the album covers, but they're in here. And like some of them, like this one, is kind of in small print. A larger print of one of the album covers, which is, if they were all like this, then maybe I'd be a little happier. Humble Pie, Rockin' the Fillmore. More write-ups. There's Peter Frampton. Smokin', the front cover, and the back cover. More text. Yeah, quite a bit of text in this. And then Eat It. That's the original album cover. Another band shot. Thunderbox, that's not the original cover. The original cover is, just look up Humble Pie Thunderbox and you should be able to see the original cover. Clem Clemenson after Peter Frampton left. So yeah, this covers their third album, which was just called Humble Pie, with this cover. And it's excellent, a bit more rock, like what they were kind of known for. With One-Eyed Trouser Snake Rumba, I'm Ready, Red Light Mama Red Hot, and then some really nice bluesy numbers like Live With Me, with these drawn out guitar solos that are excellent, and some acoustic. And then their fourth album, Rock On, just really good, with Rolling Stone, Shine On, and Stone Cold Fever. And then on one CD, the double vinyl record, Rockin' the Fillmore, and like I said, all of this is remastered and sounds great. Although they made a printing error here. It was the first song on Performance Rockin' the Fillmore is called 4-Day Creep, and on here it's printed 4 Deep Creep. And then Smokin', remastered, sounding awesome. You know, I was waiting and waiting for years and years for it to be remastered. And then Eat It, the double album on, actually the double album is 3 sides studio and 1 side live. And it's all on one CD here. And then Thunderbox, and then the last two, I haven't even actually played Street Rats yet. I've heard it's not that great. I might have played a little bit of it, but they do some Beatles songs like We Can Work It Out and Drive My Car. And then disc 8 is bonus tracks with the black, is it the blackberries or blueberries? Blackberries. So just a little tiny mini review of each of these albums. So Humble Pie, their third album, I would give that like at least an 8 out of 10, maybe an 8.5 out of 10. I love it. Rock On is a 9 out of 10. Performance Rockin' the Fillmore is a 10 out of 10. Smokin' is a 10 out of 10. And then I think they made the mistake, you know, for their career, for their popularity, by kind of changing their sound. I know it was mostly Steve's idea, you know, pushing it to get the Blackberries, this female backing singers, and to do more rhythm and blues kind of tracks. And they weren't doing what they were most popular for, you know, with the straight out rock that they were doing on the earlier albums like Smokin'. And so it was kind of disappointing, but, and also they had issues with the, when it first came out on vinyl, it was really bassy. They had trouble with the mixing of the album, but that's been fixed and it sounds pretty darn good. And I was playing it again yesterday and I like it, but, you know, I don't like it as much as the earlier, more rocking Humble Pie. And then Thunderbox, it still doesn't sound that great. You know, the songs aren't that great. And Street Rats and the bonus tracks, like I said, are good. So overall, yeah, it's just, I think Humble Pie is kind of a sad story because they should have kept going with what they were doing with the Smokin' album, and maybe a little bit more of what they did on Eat It, but mix it in with more of their rock-oriented sound, at least for me. But you know, that's what Steve wanted to do, and then I guess after these albums, there were some further albums, or it gets a little confusing, and yeah. So that's it. That's my discography that I have on Humble Pie. I feel they're a very underrated band. If you haven't heard them, check out Rockin' the Fillmore or Smokin'. Oh, and I just wanted to quickly mention, after Rockin' the Fillmore, the live album, which I guess when it was doing really well on the charts, Peter Frampton left. And so I guess it was pretty upsetting for the band, but they got Clem Clemenson and they did Smokin', and of course Peter Frampton went on to some great success with his solo career, and he's still going today, and he's on tour again, even though he has health issues, and it's good to see him on tour. And that's it. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.